Hi, everybody. It is me, Judge Hodgman, Judge John Hodgman. Can people in the chat room hear me? I know that folks at MaxFun HQ can hear me, but I am not hearing them. I would like to know if you can hear me. Put a thumbs up or say, yes, I can hear you in the chat if you can hear me. My name again is John Hodgman. I do not seem to be muted, but nor am I seeing anyone saying anything in the chat. You can hear me now. All right, good, good. Joy, we hear you. It is a joy. It's a joy to be here, I dare say. All right, well, we're off to a rollicking start. Oh, I just received a text message. Interesting stuff coming through on the text messages, but not germane to this in any way. No, sir, no, ma'am, no person shall interrupt me any further. I have now put myself on Do Not Disturb. Jesse can be seen but cannot be heard. Hey, everybody, it's me, John Hodgman, your friend and judge, your friendly neighborhood judge. If your neighborhood is the Maximum Fun Network, and I hope that it is. This is, as you may or may not know, and I will hide this current comment so that you can see, it's the MaxFunDrive. And that means it is the 2 weeks out of, and only 2 weeks out of every year, when, something's coming through. Something is coming through. Oh, okay. Hello. I can hear Jennifer Marmer now.
It was a setting on our thing. Doesn't matter. Okay, great.
I just wanted to say, what is today's hat? I will reveal that at the end of today's hour of live streaming. It's the member-only mailbag Judge John Hodgman daily live stream, or I should say week daily live stream, where in honor of MaxFunDrive, we come to you, me, Jesse, and Jennifer. We all come to you via the power of streaming in order to, okay. I see someone in the chat. I wonder if that's who I think it is. In order to say thank you for being a member of Maximum Fun, and also to say, if you're not yet a member of Maximum Fun, won't you please join us today? MaximumFun.org/join-JJHO. You can see it right down there at the bottom, is the website to go to. If you have never been a member before, that is the fast way to become a member. You just zip right in there at the $5 a month level. You become a Maximum Fun member for the year. You get all of the bonus content for our podcast and all of the bonus content, for all of the podcasts, including E Pluribus Motto, the podcast that I launched with Janet Varney, I think about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. Bonus content including the members-only mailbag. Now, members of Maximum Fun know that once a month, Jesse and Jennifer and I get together and we open up the mailbag of not necessarily dispute letters from listeners, but questions, comments, concerns, and complaints, and personal moments of reflection. And we read them aloud, and we share them with you, and then we comment on them, and we answer their questions, their comments, and their concerns and their complaints, and it's a lot of fun, I believe. And I believe our members do too. If you're not yet a member, this is a preview of what it sounds like and, more importantly, what it looks like. Here we are. Jennifer Marmer and Jesse Thorne, I can hear you at MaxFun HQ there in Los Angeles. How are you?
Hello, Jesse Thorne and Jennifer Marmer here at MaxFun HQ in Los Angeles.
How are you all doing on the day 2 of the MaxFunDrive, please? I want to know.
I'm having a great time here. I'm getting ready. In a couple hours, I'm going to interview Juvie the Great, Juvenile. About to back that ass up back into this chair.
Terrific.
And interview Juve. I'm looking forward to that. I'm pumped up on Excedrin. I took an Excedrin. Excedrin's got caffeine in it in addition to the acetaminophen and aspirin that's in there.
Is that Little Yellow different, or is that Nuprin?
That's Nuprin. Nuprin is little. I mean, come on. Watch Wayne's World. Watch Wayne's World and get your act together.
You're right.
It's Wayne's World 2, maybe? Is that Wayne's World 2?
No, it's the first one, because they do the TV show, and then they're like, we're not going to be bought out, and then Garth is wearing that like head-to-toe Domino's or Pepsi outfit or something.
Yeah, and you know what? That should have been the last joke like that ever made.
And yet it continues.
Anyway,
All right, so you're high on Excedrin, which is
I'm
great.
high on Excedrin, but not just Excedrin, John, because in honor of MaxFunDrive here at Maximum Fun HQ, we have a fridge full of tiny soda cans. So I went ahead and treated myself to a tiny cherry Coke.
I have a tiny Coca-Cola. No
You
flavor.
guys are all about the tiny beverages out there. Yesterday it was Tiny Fanta, which is a terrific name for a dog. Not as good as Hambone, but Tiny Fanta, I would say. Here, Tiny Fanta. That would sound fun.
Yep.
I'm drinking from my great big blue bottle of water again. And Jennifer, you've got a little can of what now?
Coca-Cola, classic. Full
Well,
fat,
we're gonna-
not diet.
Can't beat the real thing.
Can't.
Did you know that if we discussed what the names of my daughter's rats are?
Probably, but I want to hear more.
I don't remember. I remember that we talked about her rats, but I don't remember their names. Tell me the names of your daughter's rats.
Okay, I'm not going to be able to remember them all, but the ones that are at the top of my mind because I was playing with them last night
Yeah.
are Boba, Delicious Strawberries,
Cute.
and Galactic Destroyer.
Is Boba named for Boba Tea or Boba Fett?
Oh,
I
Or,
think
or
Boba.
Boba both?
I think I'm going to say Boba Tea.
Yeah.
Boba. I was wearing my pajamas when I was playing with them last night. These rats are adorable.
They're very smart and affectionate creatures, aren't they?
It's amazing how much they want to play with you. Like, they truly want to play with you. If you teach them to play with you, they want to do it. But anyway, Boba, I was wearing pajamas, like, Dick Van Dyke pajamas. And Boba went into my sleeve and up my sleeve. And then she was trying to sniff my underarm. So her little whiskers were tickling my underarm, and I couldn't figure out how to get her out of there without squishing her, Anyway, then Delicious Strawberries was underneath my butt. And my wife was like, "Don't sit down, Jesse. Delicious Strawberries is down there. Look out for Galactic Destroyer."
Don't sit down on a rat. Our friend Lama out there in England is saying rats actually giggle when tickled, but humans' ears can't hear it.
what a tragedy.
Is it true or is it a made-up fact? I don't know, but it's a delight
never know.
either way.
Yeah.
Well, it's so nice to see everyone in the chat. Some folks that I saw yesterday, some folks who are brand new will be featuring your chats. Hey, if you're a member of the Maximum Fun or you've just become one in particular, please write this word in the chat. Squonk. S-Q-O-N-K. S-Q-O-N-K is the, according to E Pluribus Motto, the podcast that I do with Janet Varney, the official cryptid of Pennsylvania, squonk. If you are a new member of... The squonk is a small creature of the woods, a hairless creature with wrinkly skin that is known for weeping all the time. And it is featured on our enamel keychain for E Pluribus Motto. Every podcast in the network has a new keychain this year, which you get when you join at a certain level. Is that correct? Do I remember that correctly?
Mm-hmm.
How do you get the keychain?
It's a $10 a month
$10
level.
a month level.
$10
Not
a
only-
month level.
Not only do you get that at the $10 a month level, but if you're a Judge John Hodgman listener, we just introduced an ad-free podcast feed
Booyah.
at the $10 a month level. So if you want to mess with that, you're an ad hater and you want to get away from them, join us at the $10 a month level at MaximumFun.org/join.
All right, let me shout out to some squonks all of a sudden. These are members, and I hope brand new members. Jessica is a squonk.
Squonk to you,
Patrick's
Jessica.
a squonk.
Shout out, Patrick.
Oxyvision squonk.
Big up,
Fully
Oxyvision.
Victorious squonk. Oops. It's DVW squonk. I think that's Diane von Furstenberg. No, sorry.
Yeah.
DVW. Debbie Freeze using two names.
The squonk wants to travel is Diane. No, that's not. That's not Diane von Furstenberg.
Debbie
Dang
Freeze
it.
is a swank. I don't know what that means. What is the difference with a squonk? If you're a new member, say squonk in the comments. Thank you so much for everybody. Void Weller becoming a squonk.
You wanna
Liz,
know-
of course, has been a squonk for many years.
You want to
And
know what the
thank you,
guy
Kim
who
Steins for being not a new squonk but an old squonk.
you know what the guy who runs my dog's dog daycare is named?
Don't tell me it's Squonk.
No, but it came up in that list of usernames. He's the nicest man. His name is Victorious.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And our son was working at the health food store in Savannah one of his coworkers was a man named Beloved.
Ooh, that's a
What if-
nice name.
What if Victorious and Beloved went on a road trip together? That would be a movie.
Jennifer, do you remember this dude that used to work at KZSE, our college radio station, whose name was Thaddeus?
Yeah.
And he also worked at the food bin,
Yeah, the organic grocery.
like bulk food grocery store.
I
And
remember that guy. So nice.
he was the sweetest guy in the world, white guy with dreadlocks, needless to say. Didn't go to UC Santa Cruz, went to Cabrillo College, I believe.
Community member.
Just sat on the sofa in the radio station a lot, eating cashew butter out of a plastic bin with a spoon.
Right.
Bulk cashew butter, eating it with a spoon. He'd just eat whatever they gave him at the food bin, whatever was left over, he would eat.
Yeah.
Shout out to Thaddeus. I hope you're doing well out
Classic
there, Thaddeus.
Same.
Classic Thaddeus. Tomb8225 says Squonk was my nickname in high school. Well, it's your nickname
Wow.
today too. I hope, because if you become a brand new member of MaximumFun.org/join JJHO, at the $5 a month level, you get all the bonus content of the $10 a month level. Not only do you get Squonk or the Judge John Hodgman new keychain, which is a beautiful enamel keychain in the shape of a gavel,
That's right.
you also can get ad-free episodes of Judge John Hodgman. And there are other things that you can get when you join Max Fun. If you're curious, go to MaximumFun.org/join JJHO. You see the thing right there, for heaven's sake. God or whatever, go over there and do it. But the thing that you really get is the pleasure of knowing that you're supporting me, Jesse, Jennifer, Daniel Spear, Megan Rosati. Oh, there's our keychain right there.
That's nice.
AJ McKeon, over on the E Pluribus Motto side, Julian Burrell, Janet Varney, obviously, Laura Swisher, all the folks at Maximum Fun who make all your favorite podcasts go. It is how we fund the network, keep the lights on, and keep the podcast tape rolling. So thank you for joining. If you haven't done so right now, please do so. If you have done so in the past and you would like to boost or upgrade your membership, or give a membership as a gift to someone you know, or an anonymous person who may not have the means to join right now, there's a wait list. You can buy a membership for one of those folks and why, frankly, you'll just be a little angel. You'll just be a wonderful little angel to do it. Anyway,
Flap,
that's
flap.
the pitch. That's why we're here. That's why we're talking to you. But Jennifer Marmer, I suspect you have a letter from the mailbag that you might want to read.
Oh.
I got one here. Stevie from Arlington, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah.
Would you say that Steve is a joke name? My name is Steven. Throughout my life, I've gone by Steve or Stevie. These days, I go by Stevie. I've wondered if Steve is a punchline name, and if so, why? Or am I just noticing it more because it's my name? Is there even such a thing as a joke name? I've attached a few examples I've noticed recently. What were the examples, Jen?
Here's some of them.
Okay.
One of them, he gave us a lot. I picked a few. One of
Dr.
them,
Steve Brule.
Oh, that's a good one. But this was one from Flight of the Conchords, where in one of their songs they referenced a character saying, "Did Steve tell you that?" Steve.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a hippopotamus.
That's right.
My rhymes are bottomless. I don't remember the rest of it.
That's good.
It's a great rap song, Jesse.
You know what's
It's a great
fun?
rap song.
You know what's fun?
What?
Flight of the Conchords. They're great.
Yeah.
They're really fun and funny.
Also a musical comedy duo that's fun and uses Steve in a song, Garfunkel and Oates.
Oh.
It's me and you and your friend Steve. Da 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 da.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
You know that one. Are you
Yeah,
on
sure.
TikTok? You know that one. So those are two examples of Steve being used as a
Two.
joke.
Are
And
There were a
did you
few
find
more.
Those, did you find those examples, Jennifer?
No,
or
those
did
are from Stevie themselves.
Stevie.
Yeah, also Steve. He said he goes by Steve and Stevie, but then signed it Stevie, so that's what I went with. But
I like Stevie. Stevie's fun.
Stevie's
That is
great. Stevie's terrific. Not
fun.
enough Stevies out there.
Stevie is the goofy sidekick on Eastbound and Down. Isn't that guy called Stevie? I think that guy's
believe it.
called Stevie.
I believe
Steve
it's
is
true.
Steve is a very plain name
Yeah.
without being an entirely boring name like John. Like John might be as
no
popular,
offense.
but I think a V sound is a little more interesting than
Yeah.
a John.
Yeah,
My sibling is also named John. John is a wonderful
it's
name.
a great name. Solid. My father-in-law is named John.
But it is
It's
probably
look,
the
I'm gonna look, Jennifer. Thank you. for defending me a little bit, but Jesse's right. It's boring. No offense to your father-in-law, but he's boring too.
Okay,
John is a
well,
boring
offense
name.
on behalf of my brother, John.
Yeah, boring.
But I think Steve has a little more zip to it while still reading as a plain name, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you were going one level further, it would be something like Herb or something like that. That was a little more like fez wearing fraternal order type name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Steve is like intergenerational.
Yeah.
It's not just like a thing from 1960. Like a thing from 1960 is a classic type of plain name,
Right.
white guy name from 1960. But I think,
Bert.
yeah, exactly. But if you're
Right.
going for something
Or
more universal generationally, Steve is a solid one. But I don't think it's a joke name in day-to-day life. I think
No.
It never would have occurred to me. I mean, those are some good examples that Stevie provided.
Yeah.
But Stevie provided 2 examples, and
Well,
as
Stevie
we
provided
all-
more. I just whittled
Oh.
it down to 2 because.
Give me one
Who has
more
the
because
time?
two is a coincidence, but 3 is a trend.
Okay, well, it's gonna take a
You
minute.
don't have
so
you don't have to get a. All right, while you're looking it up, I have a very important letter to read.
okay.
This is a letter. I was dismayed. Oh, so to be clear, yesterday when we talked, and by the way, we're doing this every weekday afternoon, this weekend next, at
Yeah.
1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern.
For all you little angels, flap flap.
Flap, flap, little angels. A Maximum Fun member and listener, and someone I recognize, a person named Melvillian on the Reddit, was watching yesterday, and Jesse, you had mentioned that you had written a letter to the editor, to the Washington Post, because someone was being sniffy about rap music, and Melvillian went straight to the archives, past the paywall, and deep into the archives to surface your letter, and I'm going to read it now.
Somebody's got LexisNexis.
That's right. This is from 2002, it says here. I was dismayed to read Bob Levy's November 7th column in which he suggested rap music was not hummable, not danceable, not intelligible, and just plain not music. As a person who loves hip-hop enough to be writing a thesis about it, I find all these statements not only misinformed, but also deeply offensive. Levy doesn't understand hip-hop culture and has chosen to paint it with as broad a brush as possible, particularly given the volume of his megaphone. This is irresponsible. Hip-hop. Hang on a second. I got lost. Hip-hop is as important to many people. Hip-hop is as important to as many people in this country today as rock and roll was 40 years ago. And it's important to the people who have the smallest voice in our culture, young people, poor people, people of color, and me, Jesse Thorne. It's one thing not to understand an art form, another to broadcast that ignorance to the world in the form of broad negative generalizations. Sincerely yours, Jesse Thorne.
Now,
That's
John, I thought when I described what I was responding to, I couldn't really remember. I just thought it was something that was kind of patronizing about hip hop. That was my memory. I'm just going to read from this actual column from the Washington Post in the 21st century. Granted,
This right.
early in the 21st century, but this was 2002. This wasn't 1987, 1984, the
Right.
rap is crap era, right? Like,
Right.
this is essentially contemporary. This is post 9/11. You know what I mean? Okay. This is from the column directly. And thank you to the person who found the column was Geography. Okay. If you're new to this column, you've missed the complaint was that there was a rap song playing in the mall. That was the topic of the column. If you're new to this column, you've missed my many rants about this form of musical expression. My major complaint, it isn't music. My second, it isn't expression. My third, it's amazingly vulgar, not to mention juvenile, sexist, and misogynistic. Shout out to Juvenile, by the way, who I'm talking to in a couple hours.
Talking to in a couple of hours. Juvie.
Rap is a litany of half-formed thoughts laid over half-formed percussion. You can't hum it or dance to it. Half the time, you can't understand it. Extraordinarily bold claim to suggest that you can't dance to rap music. In 20 years, do you think there'll be a radio format called Golden Oldie Rap of the 80s and 90s? No chance, because the stuff isn't singable or memorable. Like movies that trot out the F word every 3 seconds, rap has tried so hard to shock, it isn't even very shocking anymore. Well, he seems shocked. He heard one rap song in the mall. Also, yes, it's 20 years later, and there are those formats on the radio. Why would a mall play rap? Perhaps someone thought rap rhythm would put people in a shopping rhythm. Or the PA system guy just likes the stuff. Maybe he got a rap CD for his birthday. No way to know for sure. Oh, my God.
Wow. And this was in the Washington Post. It wasn't in Parade magazine.
Nope. This was in the second most important newspaper in America. Sorry, Wall Street Journal. I said it.
I regret to inform you, Jesse, that as far as I can tell, Bob Levy is still alive. But he left. He wrote the column Bob Levy's Washington for 23 years. And then he left the Post 2 years after you wrote this letter. I think you started.
You did it.
You gave him the nudge.
God, I hope I did.
That rolled him down the hill of retirement. And I guess he wrote some books after that. Hey, maybe Bob
shout out to
Levy
his self-published novel about a columnist running for president.
Oh, I see you've looked this up already. Well,
yeah. Do you want me to look? Let's answer one more question, and then I'll do a little bit of the rap that he wrote in that column.
Okay, that sounds good.
Do you want another example of the Steve joke name?
I don't need a withering example of Steve anymore, because I've got a withering example of Bob Levy, aka Leave. Did Leave write that? Leave. That's what
I think
say about
Bob.
him.
I think Bob is a similar to Steve
Yeah.
name. Robert is not, but
No.
Bob is.
You know, that kind of, it like makes me think of like how the name Karen became a specific name. Like, I feel like it started out as like a, I'm just going to think of a really generic white lady name, for a lady of a certain age about like, oh yeah, you're complaining to the manager. You're such, okay, Karen. And then
It could have been Martha if it was a person 15
Deborah.
years older. Yeah, Deborah is a good for that generation.
And it's all sexist too. All the Karen stuff. I mean, there are as many male Karens as there are female Karens as non-gender Karens.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, it's that same structure.
Names that are punchlines.
Yeah.
All right, here's one from Alexandra in Falmouth, Maine. I bring this case against my 2 cats, Ziggy and Cindy. They're probably listeners, right, the cats?
Of course.
I acknowledge it's highly irregular to lodge a complaint against pets, but I'm doing it anyway. All right, Bob.
This is something
She's a
that
total
works.
Bob.
Yeah, nice going, Bob. Bob is the kind of listener who sends in complaints against me or the show or their cats, or they a curious interpretation of what a dispute might be, and it wouldn't work on the regular show, but it absolutely works in the mailbag. So this is terrific. Let's hear it, Bob.
We do our best to keep the cats out of the bathrooms. We don't want them to unspool the toilet paper, rifle through waste baskets, drink toilet water, or any of the other bathroom mischief they might think of. Every time I come out of the bathroom, I find Ziggy and Cindy sitting and staring reproachfully at me. It makes me feel bad. Am I right to keep them out, or should I just let them in? Got to let the right one in, if I'm not mistaken.
That's one
of these Draculas, right?
That's a Dracula
It
reference.
is a Dracula. They can have any job, even child.
I'm pretty sure cat could be a Dracula.
A cat could
Catula?
be a Dracula could be a cat. It's true. But a cat, is not a Dracula because it does not need an invitation to come in. It'll just walk right in on you when you're pooping.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it happen. And obviously our friend in Falmouth, Maine has seen it happen. Jennifer, Jesse, do your dogs ever get upset when they're locked out of the bathroom and you're in there?
Yeah, my dog. So I have pocket doors in the ground floor of my house. My house is Queen Anne, so a lot of pocket doors in the ground floor.
Pocket doors in a Queen Anne, sure.
And because I live in Los Angeles, which is earthquake country, the frame of the door in my downstairs bathroom is not square. And so the pocket door doesn't close to the point of locking. So you just have to close it as much as you can and then go to the bathroom, and just everyone that lives in my house knows if it's closed as much as one can, there's probably someone in there, right?
Right.
But it's a sliding door. It's a pocket door. And my dog Junior misses me when I go into the bathroom. So he will come up to the door and put his nose in the little crack between the door and the door frame and nudge it open so that he can come in and be with me while I go to the bathroom.
They just want to hang out with you.
He loves me.
A couple of our wonderful people in the chat point out there are definitely bunny Draculas because of Bunnicula.
Yeah.
Bunnicula.
Classic.
Which was another my first job in New York City and after college was as a receptionist at a literary agency, and Bunnicula author was a client. That was one of our books.
Oh, that's a fun book. That was one of my faves when I was little.
Yeah.
Also the Babysitters Club, and also Sweet Valley High.
Ooh.
Wow.
And also the Twilight series. Were we fucking printing or what at Writer's
Holy
House?
cow. There must have been, down in the basement, there must have been a whole print shop. It's not for printing books, Jennifer. It's for printing money.
Money. Yeah, there was
10% of
Tell
that
me
shit.
about it.
Yeah. We did not publish books. We published stacks upon stacks of cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's Lola Blake. I wonder if this is the Lola Blake I know. I think that it might be. My dog opens the door and invites himself in. It's true.
That's sweet.
So what is our friend? Remind me the name of the person in Falmouth, Maine, because I forget. Ziggy and Cindy, I believe, are the cats' names, which are great.
Amy
names.
Ruth. Nope. Wrong one. Alexandra.
Alexandra. And Alexandra wants to ban the cats from the bathroom.
She has banned the cats, but she's starting to feel bad about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure their cats are working very hard to make you feel terrible about it. Cats are great at inducing guilt. Dogs will give you those literal puppy dog eyes. But I feel like the dog will forget the offense immediately, whatever it is they're trying to make you feel guilty about. I think they're just being pitiful, frankly.
Yeah.
But a cat will keep a grudge and will remind you and try to make you feel guilty.
You want
The
to see
way
these
our
cats?
cat, our cat Lolo, the dum dum cat, when when she's upset with us for sleeping too late, she will go. There's a little linen closet near our bedroom door, and she'll just do this with her paw on the linen closet. And then a little pause, and then I don't know if you can hear this, but
Oh yeah, no, it sounds
I can
great.
hear it.
that's what it sounds. That's what it sounds like. And guess what? We get a.
Wanna see these cats?
Here's a little reference to one of my former colleagues at Writer's House and still a friend, Marilee Heifetz. How about that?
Oh.
Yeah, a lot of friends from the past, a lot of friends from the present, a lot of friends I trust in the future who will join us at MaximumFun.org. You can see a little URL. That's a universal resource locator going right underneath here. There we go. There it is. Oh, it went by me.
Jennifer, I want to see these toilet cats. Show me the toilet. Cool. Look at that goofy ass cat.
This is Ziggy and Cindy in Maine.
Uh-huh.
That's delightful.
Oh, I see both cats now.
Yeah. There's a better picture of the both of them, and it's not. StreamYard is not letting me put it through. It's
StreamYard.
conspiracy, but
Have you met
Isn't that one of them, or is that a different
yeah,
one?
that's one of them, but not both of them. But that's another good one.
Do we know
Very
which is
solid.
which?
Yes, the gray one is Cindy. Ziggy is the orange and white one.
I was going to say Ziggy is very curvy, a very curvy cat, but so is Cindy. So delightful. So delightful.
Jennifer, have you been down to the Bibim Paws yet? The dog cafe, the puppy cafe by our
No,
office?
I haven't. No.
So there's a spot called Bibim Paws near our office, John. Next time you're in LA, we'll walk down and visit. And it's run by a nice woman. She sells premium dog treats or pet treats. And then there's a bunch of pups there that are up for adoption. It's a rescue. But now they have cats, and there's a cat there named Cheddar, and I love the cat too much. I want to take it home. But my wife is allergic to cats, so I can't take it home, which is good because I don't need any more pets.
No.
And also, what if it tried to eat Delicious Strawberries, for example?
Yeah, that could be. I mean, Delicious is in the name of
So anyway, shout out to Cheddar, my one true love.
Speaking of Maine, a note from our friend Moxie Vision. Our parrot Alfie comes into the bathroom and attacks our feet if the door isn't closed. Guess what? I have not been on the fence about getting a parrot, and I'm still not. No. I don't want to be attacked by a beaked tiny dinosaur that lives for 100 years. The cat, I understand, is coming in because the cat's looking at me going like, why are you pooping into my water bowl? Anyway. Thanks, Llama, for reminding people. Join MaximumFun.org/join JJHO. All right. What about another one? Do we have another letter? Yeah, I'm ready.
Were you ready for bars?
Oh, right. You were going to perform the rap song that made Bob Levy so mad when he went to the mall that time. Do you think when he was interviewing for the job of columnist, they were like, here's what we want you to do. Go to a mall and just think about a thing and then write it down.
Go to the mall and get mad.
You're a white guy, so you obviously deserve a national platform. What are you going to do? I guess I'm going to write about songs that make me mad.
In 1999, he won Washingtonian Magazine's Washingtonian of the Year award.
You know what? Maybe he's a member of Maximum Fun. Or maybe
he might be a great guy.
Maybe he's a great guy. Maybe he's
I have to say, this column argues against that. He doesn't seem like a great guy from this awful, awful column.
Well, we all
needs to get a grip.
I had forgot. I had like blocked it out of my mind, and when I read it again, I have this rush of the memory of the feeling that I had in 2002, which was, how could this be real? How could how could an editor have approved this? Like, I know that they had to get out the column inches and everything, but holy moly. Anyway, needless to say, he crowns himself Snoop Bobby Bob. Again, this is 2002. This isn't 1994, when that would have been a shitty but timely joke.
He named himself
Snoop Bobby Bob.
In the column, and part of the column you didn't read.
Column. Yeah.
Right, this is my reaction to Snoop Bobby Bob.
Wake up. Wake up,
dude. Wake up and go home. Maybe you should Bob Levy right away.
Yeah. You know what I think about that nickname? Not great, Bob. Madman.
There we go. That's
a good
punchline.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm halfway around the inner loop, my squeegee waiting at my coupe. I'm chilling in the passing lane when right behind me comes insane. Big road, big round road. Dude's close enough to film my lens. He's on the bumper of my Benz. He clicks his lights. He ticks me off. He beeps his horn. He flicks me off. Big road, what? Big round road. Yo, peeps, I thought you better move. This chumpy's got a nasty groove. Might pack some heat. Might want to rumble. Don't want my rep to stagger, stumble. Big road, Big round road. Okay, that's about all I got. I can't. It keeps going. Like, there's like not even 6. I'm going to say 10 verses of this. There's so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14 verses. Now, these are 4-bar verses. These are short verses. And also, this guy flows like he's rapping in 1976. Do you remember the era?
Is this Snoop Bobby Bob's own rap song that he wrote for the column, or is this what he was listening to in them?
No, this is what he wrote. It's a rap song about the Beltway, the freeway that goes around the Washington, D.C. area through northern Virginia and southern Maryland.
Teacher, can I put my head down on my desk for a while because that really took it out of me. Wow.
Do you remember the time when white people, mostly white dudes, thought they could just rap?
Yeah.
It's sort of like the aftermath of like a Rappin' Rodney.
Yeah.
Like, white people just thought, well, I could do that.
Yeah.
But they couldn't do it.
No, they couldn't. They couldn't because it requires ingenuity and skill and discipline and work and imagination.
Musicality. The element that they were always missing was musicality. They just thought it had to rhyme.
Yeah, that's the thing they were accusing rap of not having. Ugh.
The extent to which white people thought that rap was just words that rhymed.
Yeah.
Until like 2004. Like do you remember when everyone went to see 8 Mile and they were like, "Oh, so rap is actually," and they were like telling you about it.
Right.
And you're like, "Yeah, I've heard rap. It's existed for 25 years."
Yeah.
But they just thought that at the most, there were even young white people who thought that rap was just what the Beastie Boys did. Which is to say, go, meh, 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 which the Beastie Boys are. Yeah, the Beastie Boys are good at that. I want to say that right up front. They're really good at it. And they made some
great at being the Beastie Boys.
And they made some great songs. There's no question about it. Nobody ever is mad that the Sabotage video came on. Okay? However, that's what white people thought was rap music into the 21st century in huge numbers. Sure. Not all white people, but in hundreds of millions of Americans believed that was what rap was some words that rhymed.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got a little upset.
I mean, I think what white people heard when they heard rap music was something that was going to challenge white people's dominance of popular culture, and it made them very scared, even if they didn't understand that was what was happening, and eventually topple white people's dominance of popular culture, certainly in music. So, good. I just watched the video for Rappin' Rodney, which was Rodney Dangerfield's. It wasn't really a rap song. It was just him doing lines from his act, and then some backup singers saying "Rappin' Rodney." But do you know who was in the video for Rappin' Rodney? 2 people took me by surprise. I'll give you a hint. One of them is Robert Urich, the star of Spencer for Hire.
Excellent.
Dressed as a cowboy. And the other one was Andy Kaufman.
Really? Is in the Rappin' Rodney video.
In the Rappin' Rodney video. And I would have thought that Andy Kaufman had passed away before Rappin' Rodney came out. But you know what? My understanding of history is very weird.
Jennifer, I sent you a palette cleanser. I texted it to you and I emailed it to you. Can you share it on the stream?
I can't do a link on the stream. I have to
You can't just post it. You can't run a YouTube video over the StreamYard?
If you send it to me, Jesse, text it to me and I'll see if I can bring it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to send it to you, John.
While you're doing that,
I just thought it would be nice. You know.
I'm trying to pull up another video that I think is fun.
Well, I've got one. Oh, here, Jesse, I received your text, but I got you. Okay, we'll put that on in a sec. But I wanted to say that speaking of art forms that a lot of people think are fake and easy, professional wrestling is one of them. I know that Perry Von Vicious, our listener and former litigant, is in the chat, and I asked when he was a litigant, he and his good friend and a wrestling colleague, Delmy XO, came on because Delmy wanted to have a match with Perry, and Perry wasn't so sure about it. And we ordered them to have a match, and now a couple of years later, they did it. And here's some highlights, or not.
Ordered by Judge John Hodgman is a Best Friends Collide singles match scheduled for 1 fall.
Oh, this is signature move.
The merry-go-round.
Oh, right in the nards. PVV caught in the jewels. You know, even when this video is over, we should just run this music underneath the rest of our...
That's true.
Makes it seem so much more inspirational.
I'm gonna take it off only because I would watch that for the rest of the afternoon, and we have more letters to go through and more stuff to talk about. But thank you very much, Perry, for sending that in. You can find that on Perry's. Let's see here. It's unlisted currently. We'll make it listed somehow. We'll get it available for you on YouTube if you want to watch the rest of it. Perry, congratulations. Delmy, congratulations. I don't want to know the outcome of that particular battle because you're both winners to me. Jesse Thorne, Jennifer Marmor, what's going on over there in Los Angeles?
Well, go to MaximumFun.org/join. That's the first thing that's going on here in Los Angeles.
Yes.
The second thing that's going on here in Los Angeles is I'm pulling up our questions again because they closed for some reason. Okay, here we go. Amy Ruth in Greensboro, North Carolina says, I would like to take my husband and young adult children to court. I created backstories for both of our shelter cats to explain their bizarre behavior. I get a lot of eye rolling when I tell these stories to friends and family. I'm seeking an injunction on eye rolling. Recently had somebody try and get an injunction on eye rolling against their children, and would like my family to accept my backstories as truth. Wedge, a tuxedo cat, came to us from the streets. Our first several years with him, he was always searching for his next meal. He's opened boxes of crackers and bags of chips. Once he bit into a can of V8. We had to baby-proof the pantry. He's pushed out many a screen to get back outside, but always comes home. He once brought home a half-eaten hamburger when he went dumpster diving at the construction site down the street. Smudge, all gray, has a theme song. Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. That's from the musical Evita.
That is Andrew Lloyd Webber's Evita.
Andrew Lloyd Webber's Evita. He reaches to us with big eyes and big feelings. He would like to be held and carried 24/7 and cannot be alone, which Wedge bears the brunt of. He brings us toys to remind us that he loves us. Clearly, he had a family but was abandoned and never wants to feel that kind of pain again. Thank you for the show. It's a light in dark times. Well, it's hard to tell from Amy Ruth's letter how much of her...
Wait, is this the same name? Oh, this is a different person. Excuse me.
This is a different person. I just misread her. I read her name accidentally previously. It's hard to tell where the shit she made up starts and where the actual things that actually happen in their lives end.
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know.
I'm blown away by, I mean, I couldn't listen to the rest of the letter after our cat opened a can of V8. That was very exciting to me to hear.
That's pretty impressive. That does seem like that seems like a John Hodgman beverage.
I really love V8
Oh, yeah.
I often think to myself, I could have had one.
You just think, God, I'd love to drink something salty right now, says John.
I do. Now I'm thinking about it right now. That spicy V8, come on. That's great. V8.
8 vegetables. 8 vegetables.
8 vegetables, most of them tomato.
John, how do you feel about Clamato?
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever allowed that to pass my lips, honestly.
It's the pick-me-up that picks you up, John.
If you make a Bloody Mary with Clamato, that is called a Bloody Caesar, and it's very popular in Canada. Sometimes in Letterkenny, you'll hear them say, I'll have a Caesar, I'll have a Caesar. They're talking about a Bloody Caesar, and that's a Bloody Mary with Clamato. And if you don't know what Clamato juice is, it's exactly as advertised. It is tomato juice mixed with clam juice. And if you go to an airport lounge in Canada, like an Air Canada lounge, you get into one of those, usually they'll have just a giant refrigerator with a glass door, and it's just full of Clamato, like Dr. Dre's basement refrigerator in the video for I don't remember which one it was, but they open
gin and juice, maybe.
Gin and right, exactly. It's like full of delicious alcoholic beverages. It's like that in Canada with Clamato. It's for umami maxing a Bloody Mary, says Greg.
Right.
There also was a beef amato that they don't make anymore, which is beef broth and tomato juice.
That sounds a lot better to me. Yeah. I was watching, there's a new season of Alan Partridge that I was watching on Canopy. In case you're wondering whether I'm a self-parody. I was just hanging out on Canopy watching Alan Partridge.
Sure.
It's called like Hello, it's me, Alan, and then in parentheses, Partridge. It's great. It's really funny.
Yeah.
And there's a part where since he's been fired, he occasionally gets freelance work working for the Saudi royal family's broadcast services. And there's an episode where he's guest hosting the morning Riyadh radio show, but he's doing it from an industrial park in semi-rural England where he lives.
Very funny.
Yeah, it's really funny. He's just like listing the different traffic in Riyadh and stuff. But there's just a part where he just admits that it's sponsored by a tea company and he has to like pour himself a cup of tea, but he's actually pouring himself a cup of Bovril, which is
It's
like British
beef bouillon, right?
Yeah, it's like a beef drink. It's a British beef drink, a hot beef drink. Ooh. And there's just a part where he just refers to himself, sadly, as drinking another man's Bovril.
Hi.
It's so funny. Because he's borrowing the studio, so he's drinking another man's Bovril.
Amy Ruth sent some photos and a video of her cat, but I'm trying to get that video going. But let's see. I want to see this tuxedo. I want to show you guys this tuxedo cat.
Okay, show us the cat. Show us that cat. Oh, nice cat. That's a cat on a roof.
Yeah.
That's a roof cat.
Oh, put that on a subreddit somewhere.
Cat on a cool shingled roof.
I like this cat. I like this cat a lot.
Cats belong on roofs, so it's less funny than dogs on roofs.
It is less funny, but it's pretty cool. And then this one, just oh, is it going to show us? Or will it? There we go. Just peeking over.
No.
Hey, are you reading? Are you reading?
Are you reading? Oh, keep your feet warm.
What is the book? I can't see.
Dark. I can't see it either.
Oh, it's Benicula.
Oh.
Is it
Dark
Benicula?
Knight.
Rises. Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, is that how it's actually adapted
Kitten,
from a novel?
I think it says. It's from a novel
Oh,
about a cat.
Dusk, Night, Dawn.
Dusk, Night, Dawn.
Or the Kitten. One of those is the chapter?
Maybe one's a chapter. Maybe it's short stories. I don't know.
No one
How about
knows.
that? No one knows. No one.
John,
will
I'm
know.
worried that I'm worried that I left the audience with a bad idea of what rap music is based on me rapping Bob Levy's rap about the Capitol Beltway.
Yeah.
So I did send you a good rapping video. This is the video that I sent you is the Pomona, California rapper Sugar Free.
Okay.
And this is from like the early 90s, early to mid 90s. And this is just him in a kitchen. And this is like if Bob Levy was good.
I hope the audio comes through. Let's see.
Yeah.
Do it like I'm used to it. Yeah.
Can you hear the audio?
Yes.
This will have some profanities and vulgarities.
Also, I think it's
Oh, yeah.
Dusk, Night, Dawn by Anne Lamott. Okay, continue.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Bird by Bird. We were just talking about that the other day.
And it's on the cream sack. And just take out the steez out and we up in here. Talk to milk, nigga. Dog. Gotta do it like I'm used to it, bitch. Yeah. Dog. Gotta do it like I'm used to it, bitch. Let the music bow on through the channels in your brain as your eardrums twitch. This boogie from the fire swing. I'm looking on please. Brings a nigga to his feet. Sunshine, blue sky, chronic and hoes on the street. I tiptoe to the bathroom. I brush my teeth. Looked in the mirror, seen a G. Then he merged up the duck to a pancake foe. So I can go knock a hop like a pro. Really duck. And I tiptoe and top cat. Liquor store to buy some drink and zigzags for this thing. The very same blind. Nose begging for change. Getting drunk, telling lies. It's the same old thing. Down rolling, down from the lane. By the curb, pushing false gate, child pine. Whoopers with reverb. See my homie, little man, local wide, crazy D, Lil Shamu from Sintown, Duty Reagan, OG down there. As I take you face to face to a place that takes the place, I'm going place to place, I'm ready my cake. Cause that will never be a place like home. I hope some dope, a place to go with a photo bro. With fingertips like Picasso, I gently hit the switch, I quick and spitting finger lick a chicken taco. Observing these lyrics, predicting who I'll win, who I'll win, who I'll sing to the throwing like an end. We slip tiptoe slide to the parking lot.
Do you like the part where his homie's standing behind him in the purple jacket?
Yeah.
Puts his hand on his shoulder like,
yeah, it's
don't
just
hurt
like,
him.
You're doing, yeah.
Don't hurt
Oh,
him.
I thought it was like, you're doing great. I thought it was like, you're doing great.
Drama to baby said, who's on my corner? Bitch, that's my baby.
There's this other sugar-free where you can, but that's good. I feel like people's palates.
Yeah.
I know,
are
but
cleansed.
I just want to see him put a hand on the shoulder.
Oh, see the shoulder hand.
Yeah, but I'm doing it in slow mo.
There's this.
That's not respectful to the artistry.
There's this sugar-free freestyle video where he's going off the dome in somebody's backyard,
Yeah,
and he goes, "I seen a bird. Tweet, tweet." I think about it all the. He does that. Tweet,
That's
tweet.
funny. I saw a video that I have queued up if you guys want to see it that made me think of you, Jesse, the other day, and I didn't send it because it was like 11:30 at night and I should have been asleep, but it did make me think of you, and I feel like it's relevant to this rap conversation.
All right. First of all,
I'm waiting for this.
you got to get with that send later function
Oh,
on your phone.
I know. I've just started using that and it didn't occur to me.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to Apple. I got an information phone. Shout out to Apple for making it so that send later only works with other iPhones, like as though they couldn't figure out how to have it send later to an Android phone.
Oh, my friends are almost all iPhones. So when I have been using Send Later, it's at 5:30 in the morning and I'm watching a show that we all watch together and I'm like, sending this later and I need you to know that this is what I think about it.
Yeah, John, when you get text messages from me at exactly noon Eastern time, that's because I'm sending them later after like 7 o'clock Pacific time.
I feel like I sent you a send later recently. I don't know.
Oh.
I have no complaints with Apple Computer Corporation. Me personally.
Good.
Jennifer, you wanted to share
Yeah.
a video. All right.
That's
why don't we
sugar-free
go
just
ahead?
banging on the table with his fist and a pen.
Amazing.
That's not, there's
Yeah.
no beat playing there. That's just
Yeah,
him
but-
banging on the table.
I think he was holding a nickel in one hand and a pen
Yeah,
in
there
the
you go.
other. Yeah.
Yeah. Got to make a bass drum and a snare.
Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
here
people
to
been sending me
organize
this.
the
Oh,
River
okay,
City
good.
Boys Band.
Oh,
Think,
no.
my friends, how could any pool table ever hope to compete with the gold trombone?
What's funny is this dude's friend in the back just trying not to lose
Remember,
her
my
shit
friends,
over
what
it.
a handful of
She's
trumpet
going-
players did to the famous fabled walls of Jericho? Old billiard parlor walls come a-tumbling down.
Tumbling down.
A band will do it, my friends. Oh yes, I mean a boys band. Do you hear me? River City's gonna have a boys band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor
wonder
Harold Hill's on
how he
hand, and
chose
River
this
City's
beat.
gonna have her boys
I know.
band. And
Did he,
sure
like,
as the
try
Lord
it
made
over
little green apples.
the grinding
That band's
beat
gonna
and-
be beautiful.
No, how he does
Johnny,
it.
Willie, Teddy, Fred.
Fred is a great punchline name. Fred.
That is
Johnny,
good.
Willie, Teddy, Fred.
Fred.
Your
know,
young
my
man will be
editor-
frittering. Frittering away there, noontime, supper time, shore time too. Frittering. I love these. Frittering.
Frittering is a great word. That was the Robert Preston. Well, I mean, he in the movie The Music Man. Robert Preston plays Music Man, and that's the capital P and rhymes with pool or whatever, right? That's that song.
Yeah.
That's that patter song that so many people like Bob Levy might have claimed was the invention of rap.
Yeah.
And that guy was doing a rap to it, and that was very good. That was terrific. I like that. Thank you for sharing that. Hey, we're coming up on the top of the hour, and today I must away at 5 p.m. Eastern. I mean, I got to be out of here because I'm going to go see a David Lindsay Bear play. The new David Lindsay Bear play here in New York City. But I want to make an announcement before I go because some people mentioned it, and we've been looking at some wonderful cats, cats on roofs, cats curled up on couches, and so forth. On Thursday, at this time at 4 p.m., I'll be running this solo because Jesse's got himself another engagement. So I'm going to do some Get Your Pets. Do some Get Your Pets, and maybe I'll even go late and do some Joy of Zoning. People were asking in the chat, so I wanted to let you know that's Thursday, but we'll be coming back to you tomorrow at 1 p.m., 4 p.m. Pacific and Eastern Time. And indeed every weekday this week in celebration of what you call the MaxFunDrive. Any squonks out there? If you've just joined us, and a bunch of people just did, if you're a new member to Maximum Fun, please write the word squonk in the chat, SQONK, whether you support Judge John Hodgman, E Pluribus Motto, Secretly Incredibly Fascinating, Bullseye with Jesse Thorne, Jordan Jesse Go, or E Pluribus Motto, or any others of the wonderful podcasts of Maximum Fun. They're all made exclusively with support from the listeners. Creator-owned. The network itself is owned by its employees, and we're all supported by you. So thank you.
I want to say this has been hot. This has been blowing up the blue sky.
Yeah.
I've promised if we get to 1,000 new and upgrading Bullseye supporters during the Max Fun Drive, I will create a new season of my show, The Turnaround, the podcast that interviews interviewers about interviewing.
Yes.
Season 1 had Katie Couric, Dick Cavett, Terry Gross, Larry King, all kinds of legends.
Real good one.
Season 2, the only thing I'm promising, and it's a false promise, it's one I'm not 100% certain I can deliver on, but I have his email address and he's agreed in principle. I will be bringing on Nardwar. I have Nardwar's email. Nardwar is on board. The only reason he wasn't in season 1 was because he was ill. But he's recovered. Nardwar is on the list. He's at the top of the list. Everybody wants to hear Nardwar on the turnaround. I have his email. I will be emailing him. I will be setting him up in a studio in Vancouver, British Columbia.
That's incredible. I cannot wait to find out which... You know what Nardwar is going to try to do is read you your own letter to the editor to the Washington Post.
Yeah,
he won't know that we already got there. Thanks.
Like that time he handed E40 a Confunction record because they're also from Vallejo. Okay, but for real, 1,000 like a real stretch goal. We need your support to get there. Like, this is not fait accompli that this will happen. This is new and upgrading. So go to MaximumFun.org/join and become a member. If you're already a member, maybe you're a $5 a month member, you want to bump it up to 10, get the keychain, get the Judge John Hodgman and Jordan Jesse Go ad-free feeds.
Yeah.
MaximumFun.org/join is the place to go. Like, we need you to really, for really real, do it. No playing, MaximumFun.org/join. We're so grateful to all the squonks.
I have an announcement as well. This pertains to Judge John Hodgman. We mentioned it the other day, but I'm going to reiterate. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're listening very intently.
So if we reach 350, just 350 new members by end of day Friday. Now, some of you may have already listened to our bonus content episode that dropped yesterday on the topic of munchies. Lots of listeners sent in things they like to eat late at night on 420. And there were some weird combinations, but there was one that was too weird for me to eat. Oh, God, unless we get 350 new members. 350 squonks by Friday. I and Jesse and Jennifer, on Jesse's birthday, no less, will eat a peanut butter and spicy tuna fish sandwich.
You can't just add peanut butter to anything.
Clint did. Clinton, Missouri did. What can I say? That's who suggested it to us, and we said, "Ooh, no, thank you."
Uh-oh. And what's more?
Uh-oh. Oh no.
And what's more, I'm gonna up the ante.
What? Jesse, he's upping the ante. You got to put on those cans.
If and only if we get 350 squonks, that means brand new members by end of day Friday at MaximumFun.org/join JJHO. Not only will I eat that peanut butter and spicy tuna sandwich live on this live stream on Monday, next Monday, but also I will add a very special beverage. Let me show you what beverage I'm going to add. This is a very special beverage I've decided to add.
No!
Making a Caesar? You want one? Absolutely. Cheers. Cheers. Hey, you gotta drink that here. There's just something about the savory taste of a Mott's Clamato Caesar. When you see one, you want one.
A Mott's Clamato Caesar. Well, I won't have a Caesar. I'm not going to have alcohol on the feed.
I have a
You know what? I take it back. I will.
Yeah, you are.
I will.
Of course
I will.
you are.
I
clarifying question.
Yeah.
Do you have that? Do you have a Clamato Caesar with pasta? Yes.
Sorry.
I don't even. Yeah, they drink that in my drama class.
Yep.
Is that just you or all three of us doing that?
I'm not touching it.
No, I won't force it on you. I'll just do it myself. I won't do it myself. All right.
We win again.
I'm gonna close
You
this
gotta
off
go.
because I gotta go put on my theater going duds. You know, here's how the theater happens, right? You can't have a play unless people buy tickets and go to see the show. If they don't buy tickets to go to see the show, the play's gonna close. You know,
And
right,
as,
Jesse?
as Shakespeare once said, the play is the thing.
It
the
is the
play's
thing.
all-
To trap the conscience of a king.
All
To
the
be or not to
world's a
be.
stage, right?
Yeah.
And some of it's also a podcast. Same deal. But here's the thing: like you're like, oh, wait a minute, I like listening to this podcast, but I don't buy tickets to it, do I? No, you don't, because we give it away. We give it away every week for free, except for 2 weeks out of the year. We ask you, do you want to please buy a ticket to this podcast? Because if you don't buy a ticket to the podcast, we're gonna close. We're gonna go dark. We're gonna go dark. And I'm sort of making funny faces and funny voices, but I'm serious. We could not do this show without your support, so we are so grateful for it. To every past and future squonk out there who's become a member, MaximumFun.org/join JJHO. I send my personal thanks. And if you're not one already, please go there right now so that the show can go on.
Squonk, squonk, flap, flap.
Squonk, squonk. See you in
You got it.
in 2 and 3, 23 hours right here again
right.
tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.